Welcome back, y'all. Thanks for coming to the show. This is Andre with Yup, I Said It. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so that you'll get all of my updated videos. Georgia Election Boards has put out a video which they won't allow us to react to, basically. The video is about 8 hours long. The election board goes through some of the shenanigans that happened in the 2020 election. They have some representatives from Dominion voting there, and they're trying to explain what's going on. But some very interesting clips there, and I could not pull them. So I did find a video of PBD's podcast today, and I'm glad they were talking about it, and they were actually able to get a small clip. So I want to go ahead and react to their video. We're going to just jump right into it because this is very interesting.
Commission Executive Director Claire Woodall was fired on Monday in an unexpected shakeup in the most populous county in the battleground, Wisconsin, 6 months before an election day, which is really, really weird. Claire Woodall is leaving just 2 months after a grand jury found her former deputy, Kimberly Zapata, guilty of official misconduct and election fraud charges. Let that sink in, everybody. They're doing fraud in Wisconsin and having her obtain fake absentee ballots. Zapata had claimed she was trying to expose the vulnerabilities in Wisconsin's elections. She was saying, Tom, that she was a whistleblower. She was sentenced last week to probation and a $3,000 fine. So this goes to Peter Berniger. He's like one of the biggest voices right now, Pat, that's involved with this whole case. He's an independent investigative journalist and president of Election Watch Incorporated. He has brought 18 lawsuits against election clerks and offices in the state court. He tweeted this yesterday. Rob, can you go to the tweet? He tweeted, Claire Woodall, Vogue fired. She is, parentheses, was the most corrupt election clerk in Wisconsin. I took her sworn deposition in a lawsuit I filed against her as Milwaukee City election clerk. She printed, and listen what he's saying, she printed 64,000 ballots in the back conference room of City Hall, room 501, for the November 3rd, 2020 election. She had city employees and other CTCL fill out some of those on the 4th, 6th, and other floors of City Hall. Then kicked out observers around 10 to 10:30 p.m. on November 3rd. Then...
Now, Vinny talks a little fast. You know, shout out to PBD Podcast, by the way. I love you guys. So he's saying that this woman got fired. She was very corrupt. She printed and had people fill out ballots in City Hall. Okay? Just want to make sure everybody heard that because I almost missed it myself.
And brought a large amount of ballots at 1:15 a.m. on November 4th. Okay, now, Tom, if you, can you go back to the letter the email? This is an email that he posted.
Can you zoom in, Rob, with this?
Yeah,
this is November 4th, 2020.
Yes, and this is an email of Claire on election night joking about delivering the margin needed to flip the state to Trump. Yeah, so Tommy, check this out. So this is an exchange her coworker Ryan Chu from Election Group said to Claire, "Damn, Claire, you have a flair for drama, delivering just the margin needed at 3 a.m. I bet those votes counted at midnight and just wanted to keep the world waiting." Now, if you go, Robbie, go to that chart. If you guys compare this timestamp to the email exchange and take a look at the graph timeline, Milwaukee had a 140,000 ballot dump around the same time, which statistically favored Joe Biden and pushed him ahead. That's right around that time. If you see at the bottom, that's 6, and that's going back to 4 o'clock. So, just so you guys know the vote totals, Biden was 1,630,866.
Oh, so it's important for you to show. Hang on one second.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at Rob, stay on that. So
let me say something here because look, they didn't let us talk about this for a very long time, but for some reason they thought that we should believe that just because these people were officials, that we should believe everything that they've done was legitimate and correct. No corruption here, right? We're supposed to believe that because they're officials. We just got to take their word for it. So there's a reason why they didn't want us to look at this. There's a reason why we couldn't say anything about it, because now we can see. Now, as I said, this video is available online. You can't comment on it, and he's going to show a small clip of it. I'm glad they actually got a clip of it because people probably wouldn't think that it exists. But, you know, they're not allowing us to use this material free and fair, which the American citizen should be able to actually pull that video and play it and use it and to make a reaction on it. We're gonna see if we can fight our way to do that because people need to see that. It only has about 3,000 views. All right. But it should have millions of views, and it's going to come out. They can't keep hiding the truth. You just can't do it. All right. So, all this talk about the elections being free and fair is bullcrap. Okay.
But what you're saying is the blue that's climbing with the red is Trump. Trump
Yep.
is ahead.
Yep.
Blue is behind. And boom, at 4 a.m., that's hockey
Spikes.
stick up is what caused him to win.
It spikes. Yeah, it spikes. And now, what's my
Unbelievable.
second part?
And this chart is from Edison Research. So this is, wow.
Yeah, well, everybody does remember that night. You don't remember that night? Everybody went to sleep. Everybody's like, yo, Trump is going to win. And then, boom, that jumped up. So now the same guy, the Berniger guy, he, and I have, Rob, you have the letters that I sent you? This is Berniger.
Zoom in a little bit, Rob, if this is the one, Vinny.
So, yes, sir. This is Pete Berniger. This is him claiming this. That this is a letter from Sheriff Dar Leaf, the Honorable. He's sending this to.
Before he reads this, I want to say how this actually makes me feel, because I don't like to get in my feelings too much. I really don't are concerned about my feelings, just basically logic every day. But this makes me feel like someone broke in my house and stole everything that I own, and my house is empty. That's how I feel. Just to let YouTube know and the people watching how it would make someone feel when someone does this and tilts an election. It makes you feel like someone stole everything away from you. That's literally how I feel.
Scott Perry, the dear congressman. He says,
Yeah.
Please be advised, Sherry's office has an open investigation for several years related to the election law violations. My office recently reviewed the evidence related to this investigation that requires immediate review from Congress. And this is what he says. I'm attaching documents directly from Dominion voting systems that demonstrate lack of truthfulness and transparency when testifying before Congress in January 2020 following the January 20 hearings. Congress specifically requested information from Dominion regarding the percentage of Chinese parts that are used in the Dominion brand election equipment. Dominion failed to disclose to Congress disclose to the motherboard in the elect.
Anybody got anything from China lately? I have. A lot of people selling stuff on Amazon are Chinese companies. All right, and they love to duplicate stuff and replicate things that are not the real thing. Looks really close though, but it's not the real thing. It's happened to me many times. China.
Equipment is not only sourced from China, but it is tested in China. And you could go on to read that. Now, the next one, Rob, is the Georgia one.
Wait, can you zoom in there? What else is in the letter?
Right,
Zoom in a little
right.
bit more.
I can read the whole thing.
The desire to hide this information.
Exactly.
Assistant Director FBI Counter has stated China's manufacturing can be processed again. Additionally, testing and modifications are taking place in China on Dominion brand firmware from HP printer provided by Dominion to local clerks. Dominion further failed to disclose to Congress that Dominion employee Andy Huang, formerly from the Chinese Telecom, which is owned by the Chinese Communist Party, was given authority and access to reset the servers on U.S. election equipment remotely from Canada.
Reset the servers. Okay, they reset the servers from Canada. Okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm telling you, the truth has to come out. It doesn't matter how hard they try to hide it, okay? It's got to come out.
As you know, the FCC issues orders to show cause on April 24, 2020 against China's telecom, stating there is a deep concern as to the vulnerability to the exploitation, influence, and control of the Chinese Communist Party, given they are subsidiaries of Chinese state-owned entities.
And the last page says, unfortunately, the national security concern continues. Dominion failed to disclose the use of Huawei phones utilized in the Serbian employees, the same Serbian employees remoting into the U.S. election system during the U.S. elections. Now, the second one, Robbie, is that video from Georgia. Georgia State Elections Board held an important hearing 2 days ago. Fulton County double scanned ballots, and they didn't keep the required ballot images as required by Georgia law.
Fulton County? You mean Fawny County? Is that what he's talking about? Fawny County. That's where she's from, ain't it? Oh, that's the same one taking Trump to court on election fraud, right? That's the same county, guys. Oh. 380,000
Yeah, 80,000 ballot images are missing in Fulton County, and this is them at the board. Go ahead, Rob, play that.
Does the investigation confirm that there are missing ballot images?
Yes. Missing. Weird.
Do you know why 380,761 ballot images from Election Day machine count are not available?
What?
Not available? That's got sting. Not available. Your taxpayer dollars. This is the video I was talking about that I can't see. When you make videos on YouTube, you can take the URL and you can paste it into your, whatever your program is that you use to go ahead and upload it and react to it. They won't let me do that. So we can't watch the video. I can't show you the entire video. That's what I want you to know here, that they're holding the video so that we can't copy and paste and play it and react to it. So I can show you more. I wanted to show you more.
We subpoenaed Fulton County for all of their ballot images. We received approximately 518,000 ballot images.
From Election Day?
Those are for the recount.
Those are from the recount, but we have no ballot images for 380,761 ballots from Election Day, correct?
Rob, go to the audio and lower a little bit on that.
What was subpoenaed was the ballot images for the recount because that's what this case was about, not the Election Day.
This is...
Does Fulton County know why there are not 380,761 ballot images from Election Day?
She's asking the same question?
Same
or-
again
oh,
to
you're
somebody
back?
else. To somebody else, PBD.
As with the investigators, we have not been apprised of this allegation. This is the first I'm hearing about it. I have no idea what the basis of that allegation is, and so we would have to, we can't answer that.
We can't answer that. So no accountability.
Would Fulton County agree that every vote should have a ballot image?
So, and PBD,
Are you kidding? This is when?
This is 2 days ago. And mind you, guys, and I'm gonna say again, this guy, Peter Barnago, he has 18 lawsuits against them. They're literally claiming that the proof is in the paper ballots, but this is a way longer video, and they're refusing to let anyone see. So the fact that girl from this is Wisconsin, this is Georgia. These are all those key places, and now it's 2024. All this stuff is coming to light. Is it too late? Is anything gonna happen, Tom?
So let me ask if I'm going to summarize,
Yeah.
and I want to make sure that I understand what you just said.
Yes.
Georgia state law and the Georgia Election Board was there testing because they're supposed to have all the ballots that come through digital. There's
Yes.
supposed to be an image of all those
Yes, sir.
ballots.
Yes.
Sort of as rather than having all the paper ballots sitting around, they have digital images of all votes counted.
Correct.
When they did the recount, they suddenly can't find images for over 300,000
80,000, yeah.
votes.
Yeah.
So they can't validate the recount by going one-to-one image, vote Biden, image,
Yep.
vote Trump,
Yep.
back and forth. They can't do that. And the board is asking multiple questions and people are actually giving bad answers. No, we don't have it, with no explanation. Is that what I just saw?
That's exactly what you just
So
saw.
Georgia cannot validate with its own law requirement to have images of all those ballots. They cannot validate the recount.
You saw it right in
They
front
can
of you.
only use the digital numbers.
That's what he just said.
Yeah,
For
so
the
that
third
no, he's
time.
verified.
That's
No,
what he's saying.
Can only use a digital number. See how confusing things get when we use electronic voting machines? Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? I'm just talking the truth here based on the election board's findings here. It's public information. So I should be allowed to say that, I guess. That's magnificent. That's absolutely crazy. This actually happened. Okay? And they don't have an excuse for it because they're digital, not paper ballots. You get what I'm saying?
And it's
I get
unbelievable.
it. But what
Yeah.
so what are your thoughts on this, Adam? You hearing this?
I trust whatever Vinny found out. I don't need to fact check it.
Well-
I don't need a counter argument. If you saw it, I believe.
Well,
it.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm actually not even being sarcastic. Like
Well, I mean,
I believe you did your research, and
Yeah.
I don't know this story.
Well,
I'm not going to comment on it.
Well,
it's not something I followed,
and-
I'm not going with my gut. If you've done your research, I trust you.
And just
But there is one other point
Go
that
ahead,
Vinny,
go ahead,
I
PB.
think is in that.
What?
Fulton County, like Milwaukee, was a late hour catch
that's
up.
Donald
The evidence is right there. Late hour. Yep.
Trump said, I'm worried about this late night. By the way, guys, if every dollar bill has a serial number, every vote can have a freaking serial number on it. We need to know, why does it take so many days? All these other countries, Pat, I forgot which one that you said. There was like a 20 million something votes. They did it in one day. This whole late night, we go to sleep. We don't know what's happening.
You know, Vinny's my favorite person on there, man. I like PBD. I like Patrick McDavid, but Vinny's my favorite person. High testosterone men. That's what we need. Somebody to get to the bottom of it. I'm not, no disrespect to anybody else on the show. I like them all for real. They're my boys, man. But when Vinny gets going, they just sometimes don't want to hear what he has to say. And Vinny is spitting facts all the time. That's why he had to get his own show, you know, because he got a lot to say. And this how men should be outraged about the things that are happening. Not all casual, calm, cool, and always collective. Sometimes you got to be calm, cool, but you ain't always got to be calm, cool, and collective all the time. Sometimes you got to let it hang out. And that's what people don't want to see when men just start saying things that they believe. And especially if they're true, they don't want you to say it because somebody else might get butthurt. This is America.
If we let this continue, guys, you're going to keep waking up in the morning and they're going to say, whoops, Joe Biden, the most popular president in the world. It always felt wrong to me. And it felt wrong to a lot of people that I know, that this guy got 81 million votes. He's more popular than Barack Obama. Are you freaking kidding me? And that's why I think it's frustrating. And I mean, this is my question to you, Tom. This is 2024. They're talking about this election. What's going to happen? Is anything going to happen to this? Election's right around the corner.
Is this ongoing? Because if this is the Georgia election.
Now, I did hear that Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, did put in some election laws. Now, I want to have to go and check out Charlie Kirk. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research about exactly what he did. He did put in some laws here that just passed not too long ago. You can look those up, election law changes in Georgia. Brian Kemp did put something in place. There's like 4 of them, I think, that he passed that are going to have a significant impact in a positive way on the 2024 elections because of the shenanigans. Okay, so this is it's going to be ongoing. It's going to be a process, and we'll just have to be patient to see what's going to happen here. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys. And I wanted to show you a little bit more, like I said, but I just couldn't get the video. I'm going to still try to do that so I can. I want to follow this, and this is something that really concerns me. It should concern everybody. I mean, this is United States of America. It should concern everybody, and we should, do our own due diligence, our own research to find out what's actually happening. Because they will. The bigger the information gets, the less that they can stop it from coming out. If that makes any sense. Like we have to. All collectively get on the same page with showing this and what's going on here. If we want safe and fair elections for real, all right, paper ballots one day. That's it. All right, that's America. All right, the land of the free, the home of the brave. Guys, this has been Yup, I Said It. This is Andre. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, thank you so much.